Hello, welcome to RPA Etropod. I am Sunil Devkuri and I am going to cover one of the important topic of UiPath, that is RE framework. So RE framework can be done by using Q and by using different datas like data tables, then database, etc. So first I'll cover by using Q and then by using Excel data table. So let's first understand what we have to do. This is one app that is a UI demo, and by using credentials, the credentials for UI demo is username is admin and password is password, that is by default. Now we have to log in. After logging, we'll get one window. So you can find these are the values: cache in, honest check, not honest check. So these values we have to enter by using this Excel file. Yeah, these are the three fields like cache in, honest check, not honest check. We have to take this value and we have to enter in this application. So after entering all these three values, cache in, honest check, not honest check, we have to accept. Click on accept, and if it is successful, we have to write the status. If we are using the queue, then we can write the status in queue. If we are not using queue, then we can make one extra column and write the status as a success or fail. That is our actual task. So let's start with our task. Now let's create new project by using template robotic enterprise framework. So just click on robotic enterprise framework and give the name of this project. So we are using RE for UI demo, and by using Q, entering data in UI demo. That is our task. So we have to give the path. Suppose I have folder in D, and in task by me I am storing this project. Just create by clicking create. So now our project will be ready. After creating this project, if we are using Q, we have to configure orchestrator Q and configuration file. So let's see, this is our structure or template of RE framework. Now important thing you must note, that is project folder. There are three folders, like three tabs like activity snippet and project. So click on project, and in project you can find this folder structure or file explorer. Just click on that. Our whole RE framework is depend on the config file which is present in data folder of your project. So first we need to config, or we have to make all the configuration that are required in our projects. There are three tabs in this config file: setting, constants and assets. Since we are using two things, first one is a transaction XLS and second one is a UI app, so we have to give the path or configuration value here. Suppose we first value that we have to give, that is a path of your Excel file. Right now there is no Excel file, you have to copy the files. Suppose right now I am having these two files, that is one app and Excel file in one folder. So I am copying these two files in my project data folder. So that is first important task. Whatever the application you require, whatever the files you require, you should copy in data folder of your project. That is first task. And then second task, configuration of your config file. In configuration, what you need first the path of your Excel file, and second one is a path of UI demo. So to get the path of your transaction, since we are using Since we are in transaction data folder, no need to give the full path, just give the path of data/transaction. That is sufficient. If it is in other folder, then we need to give full path, but since it is in a data folder, no need to give the path. And any name you can give. Let's see, input path. So this name is very important, because this name we have to give in our RE frameworks path file. That is first thing. Second is we need to give input app. So input as apps path you can give like that, data/uidemo.exe. So just data/exe uidemo.exe, that is sufficient. Copy and paste. Now these two things are very important. One more thing you require, so that is a sheet name. So you can just give name as a input sheet, and our sheet name is in transaction Excel file. You can find the sheet name. So our sheet name is a sheet 1. So that is also important, SHWT sheet 1. Most of the time you should copy and paste the things, because there may be spelling mistake. Just save it. That is one configuration you need to do. One more thing, if you are using queue, then you should give the value of orchestrator queue name in that value field. So till now we have not created the queue. Let's go to the orchestrator and create the queue. So what queue you want to use? So let's create one queue, because we have to upload the values in a queue, and then in get a transaction data we are getting the value from queue. So let's create one queue, and that queue will add all the values. Those values are stored in a Excel file, that is transaction.excel. Okay, so yeah, here is a queue tab. By using create queue, we can add queue name. So in queue tab you can see this is a plus sign. You can just click on that and create queue name. So let's give one queue name, that is a UI demo 1. This is for UI demo app. No need to give the explanation. Yes, you can give max retry, you can give 1 or 2, and just create a queue. So yeah, queue is created successfully. Now this name is very important. You have to give this name in a value of config file. Just copy this queue name, and in config file you have to give the name. Just UI demo 1. Just save. That's it in config file. These changes you need to do whenever you are using queue. If you are not using queue, then this is not required. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, finished our task. Now move towards our changes in the states used in a RE framework. Yeah, first init state. In init state, now our task is we have to first read the Excel file, and then we have to upload the data in a queue, and then by using queue we are getting one by one items, and we are proceeding, or we are processing the item like that. So since we are reading and uploading data only one time, we must use this first run of this init state. So let's create one sequence. So take one sequence, give the name as add data items to the queue. So we have to add data items to queue. Firstly we need to read. We take a read range activity, and by using, okay, so now in read range path we have to give what is the path that is stored in config file. So we have to refer only config file. When we are using queue, only we need to configure in init state and process state. So let's start first configuration, that is adding data to queue. So for reading the data from Excel we are using read range. So the path we have to give the path by using control space. You can get which variable. So in config dictionary we have all the files stored. So config, and the name we have stored in a config file. What is the name of the value data transaction.xls, and the name is input path. So that path we have to give of name of the path we have to give. Just copy paste, don't type because there might be spelling mistake. So just to copy and use toString. That is the name of path of the file transaction.xls. Again sheet name, here also we have to same give the path config, and path we have to give, just check what is the path. Input sheet is the path, name of path. So just copy input sheet and paste here. That's it, dot toString, and in range just keep it blank, so all rows and columns will be read by this read range. For this read range output variable, just check how many variables are there, if there are any data table variable. Is there any data table? Yes, we have a transaction data as a data table, so we can store whatever the variables that are available in template we can use. So just use by control space transaction data, that is a data table variable. So that's it. So we used read range to read the data and stored in data table. Now our task is we have to upload all the data that is available in Excel in queue. So to add data in a queue we can use for each row. For each row we can use, and by using for each row, just for each write down the name of our data table, is transaction data, and by using bulk queue item, add bulk queue item, bulk add queue item, we can add all the values those are present in Excel file. So our data table name is transaction data, and queue name we have to use, that is a config. Name of our queue we have mentioned that in, remember only name value we have to enter, value part is not necessary to enter, only name part is necessary to enter. So in config into bracket the name of queue dot toString, just click OK. So our first part of reading data from Excel and uploading data in a queue is done. So that is the first task we need to complete. Now second task is open the application, that is UI demo application, and enter the values. So in init or application, just click this open workflow and just use activity open application. Now firstly we have to click on this UI demo application, just point out or indicate the window. Just click on indicate the window, press Ctrl space to delay, and just yes, after indicating the application we can get the file name. This file name is automatically we get, but we have to change that file name, path name, because already we have given the path in our config file, that is a input app. So copy that input path and just give it in config, just Ctrl space enter name of our path dot to string, just click OK. That's it. So our application will be always open. Now after opening application we need to click type username and password. So to get username and password by using get credentials, I said we can do, but right now I'm since we have to wind up as early as possible, I'm directly using type into and passing the value. So type into, take two type into and one click. So type into one for username and second for password, and one click activity. Just click on username, just click on this username field and just simply type username as admin. Again click indicate one password, we must use get credential, but since to save time I'm using this one. Click on login. So that's our first part is completed. We can check by using element exist. So first initialization phase or init state is completed right now. Since we are using queue, get transaction data, we need not to take any changes. We have to just use process transaction. So in process transaction, just open process workflow, and here we have to write the operation. What we have to just enter the data from queue. So just take one activity. What we have to do, we have this application, already we log in by using init all application. So we have to enter the values. So we have to enter the values in this cache in honors check, not honors check. So take one value, that is a type into second one, type into requires, and then one click. This is the operation. So click on indicate on screen and click on caching, indicate on caching. Second one is indicate on as check. Third one indicate on not on as check. So indication part is done. So our data is stored in a transaction item. We are getting data from queue as a transaction item. We are storing data in transaction data table, and we are getting data from queue as a transaction item. So transaction item dot specific content, since we are using dot specific content is used when we are retrieving data from queue. If we are using Excel or data table, then we should use transaction item dot item and into bracket what is the name of the field in Excel. So you should check clearly, otherwise there may be different name and you are entering the different name. Otherwise you just copy as it is, cache in, just copy cache in and just paste here dot to string. First one is completed. Second, we can use same in transaction item dot specific item, specific content. Again, second value we have to copy. That value is on as check. On as check, just copy paste, don't type because there might be spelling mistake. Dot to string. Here again third value we want to get from queue is the not on as check. Again not on as check dot to string. So our process is done. Now click on accept. Done. So processing part is also, process transaction state is also completed. Now all states we have done our configuration. Just close all the applications and just click on run. After clicking on this execution or debug tab, your process will be completed. So firstly all the running application will be closed and it will start execution. Yeah, killing process, it will take some time and it will open all application. Yeah, done. Username, admin, password, login. It will take one by one item from queue. Yeah, second, third, not on a check. Yes, okay, accept. Next one is a, yeah, we are retrieving items. We are clicking on the respective field and we are using accept to get to be processed. So that is the flow. We can, yeah, there are number of items to be processed, so just stop here and we'll see the status in queue. So go to the queue. Yeah, in queue some operations, some queue items are processed, those are not processed, that status are new, but some items are processed, those items processed, they, you can see these are having a transaction as a successful, some are having process and some successful. So all the transactions are successfully completed. That is very queue, because we are just uploading and we are getting one by one transaction items, so that is easy manner. But whenever we are using data table and we are not using queue, and that is a little bit difficult. I'll explain that in a very simple manner in next video. Thank you so much.